Cardi B has deleted her IG, for those not with it, that's Instagram, and it's reportedly due to rapper, singer, and actress Azalea Banks, who appeared on the Breakfast Club radio show and had this to say about Cardi.
I'm just talking about like this caricature. You get what I mean? This caricature of a black woman that black women themselves would never be able to get away with, you know? Like, if my spelling and grammar was that bad, I'd be canceled. If Nicki Minaj spelled like that, you'd just be ragging on her all day.
All right, so Cardi was quick to respond to this on Instagram with the following. This is what she had to say. I'm from the hood. I speak how I speak. I am how I am. I did not choose to be famous. People chose me. People followed me on Instagram, and the people gave me a platform to introduce my talent. I never asked to be an example or a role model. I don't want to change my ways because I'm famous. That's why I just mind my business. This is coming from a woman that bleached her skin but want to advocate. Goodbye. I'm not apologizing for or kill myself because of who I am. And after she did that, now I believe she deleted her Instagram account after this. So it looks like Azalea got under her skin there, and she should be built for this because she's a big-time star, right?
Okay, so now I don't have a ton of Instagram followers, but Danielle Robay does.
Yes,
okay, she
true.
is an Insta celebrity star in her own right. Now, can you put your Instagram on pause and then still keep all your followers? Or do you lose them all?
I've never done it because I'm too scared because I'm not Cardi B. I think they would all just go away.
But here's my thing, though. If she really did delete the account, I'm kind of impressed because that can be a huge moneymaker for you.
Oh, no question.
And it is for her.
Right. So that's how she became famous.
Yeah.
So for her to say, like, okay, goodbye, everybody, that's pretty big.
She put her Twitter on private as well. Azalea Banks is the biggest hater around.
She's always been a poop stirrer. I want to use the other word, but you know what I'm talking
She's
about.
literally
Stirs
made a
up
name
pot.
for herself based on hating on other people. That's her whole strategy.
A poopster doesn't stir the pot. Okay, I just want you to know.
Yeah,
She's a hater. In
She's
general.
done it with Beyonce. She's done it with Rihanna. She's done it with Remy Ma. She's come at all the big people. And what talent does she really have to have this platform to do it? Now, I will say this. To a degree, Azalea might have somewhat of a point. Are we celebrating Cardi B just for the talent? I happen to be. I know I can speak for Felicia, who's not here today. She feels the same way. But I wonder if there's a faction of people that are like, oh, she fits the stereotype of what we want a minority to be. She sometimes seems like she's not all with it. She seems a little spacey at times. That could be an argument made. I don't subscribe to it. I think she's legitimately talented. But I can see where the genesis of that hate does come from.
Interesting. I think it's just Cardi as a personality, like all the funny. She's kind of a comedian.
She's saying I'm an everyday person. I don't have to be polished. Wasn't groomed for this world.
Said, I am who I am, Sam. I am. I I felt like it was like green eggs on ham. I was like, yes. See,
New Age Dr. Seuss over
literature.
here.
I also think it goes to prove to you that not every celebrity is bulletproof. I mean, she wasn't from this world.
Right.
So there's a part of her that's like, when I get that kind of hate, I don't know what to do except recoil and kind of disappear for a little bit. I think that's what you saw.
Oh, really? You think she's really recoiling and sad
Yeah, maybe
and
not.
crying? No, I think this also helps the fact she's fueling the flames here.
Really?
They're getting a little bit, I mean, we're talking about it. I mean, this is going to be a little bit of, people are going to be looking for her to turn her Instagram back on.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, let's keep it moving here. With the royal wedding happening this weekend, there's some disturbing news coming out of Meghan Markle's camp, and it involves her father, a guy who's going to be walking her down the aisle with this thing. According to the Daily Mail, Thomas Markle is being accused of staging photos for the paps, the paparazzi, and selling them for more than $100,000, basically taking advantage of his now incredibly famous across the globe daughter. What do you guys think of this?
This is so sad. When I read this, I really felt bad for her. So he's 73 years old. He worked with some guy from the Daily Mail, staged all these fake photos at a coffee shop.
But is it really selling out his daughter? I mean, the pictures aren't, he's not manipulating her at all. Yeah, he's using her name for fame, but they're not that salacious.
You would be so embarrassed if your mom or dad did that. A week before your
out
wedding.
of family members, this is like one of the least bad things that's happened for her leading up to this wedding.
Really?
Yeah, some of the other stuff, her brother basically calling her a fraud, saying she's a liar, imploring that Prince Harry doesn't get married to this woman.
gosh.
I think this is on a lesser of the scale. Go ahead, Dad, get some scratch.
I just think
Okay
the
with it?
royal, as you know, I grew up in North Carolina, or the North Cackalack. We have a lot of, I have many members of my family extended family that I probably wouldn't want at my wedding. Oh God, please don't. I have no yeah. But I'm just saying, everyone has that fear of those family members you're like, oh, please don't. And I'm sure the royal family right now is afraid that a giant RV is going to pull up.
Well, I'll tell you
with
why,
like a caravan of
yeah.
folks behind it.
I'll tell you why the royal family's probably upset about this thing, taking it kind of to a more serious notice. Think about how Prince Harry lost his mother. You know, involving directly the paparazzi. Princess Di in a car, supposedly being chased off the road. Conspiracy theorists may believe otherwise, but the paparazzi chasing her off. So they've had a huge sensitivity. No paparazzi, no paparazzi. And then this thing starts to show a little bit of light leading to the week up. It's not the best look.
It feels icky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I was going to say, I think it's less about that than worrying about that, you know, those crazy uncles and the people you don't want at your family gathering.
You get surprised by this stat that's showing that women are perfectly okay with doing it in their 40s.
Not at all. Are you surprised?
No, I'm not. And I think that's a little misleading, deciding to wait. I think part of the issue is sometimes it's not about deciding, it's about the fact that I'm getting a degree and then a graduate degree.
I'm
and
making
then
the proper money to support this. I found the proper
waiting
partner.
for a partner that I love.
And Mr. Right, where are you? Come on. Like, hello. It's not like there's like, what, 4 women for every eligible man that actually has a job? And
if you're waiting for a good man, I'm shocked this number is not 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm shocked. Women are waiting till their 70s to have children. Finding the right guy is hard.
Well, the sad thing is you can still have babies when you're 70 because look at Larry King. He's got like a kid in every state. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, you know, but for us, it's like we have a finite timeline.
It's true.
And it's much more difficult, especially with, you know, career demands. You can't stop your career and have a baby.
Yeah, if we were playing Family Feud and you had to say the #1 reason why women are waiting into their 40s, what do you think it is?
Men suck. No, just kidding. Just kidding. They don't
Survey
suck.
says.
They don't suck. No.
I mean, if we want to go, like, statistically, more women are going into higher education, so it inevitably delays everything.
Yeah, I'd say career. That's what I would say is your career would probably, because nowadays there's you know, women you're seeing in power positions. I mean, finally, but I think that the pursuit of, you know, that VP position, or you're in such a good place in your career, and unfortunately in the world we live in, sometimes having that child, as we've broken it down with Cardi B, does that take you out of the game a little bit? Then we had Remy Ma say something really smart, like you're not disabled if you have a child. You can still do all these things. But I think that's still out there for women.
But the truth is that there's all these articles about women can have it all, and I don't know if you agree with me, Daniel, but most say you can't because, I mean, you can't really drop out of work for a year and a half. It's not the same thing. A guy can have a baby and drop out just for his paternity leave if he's even wanting to do that. So
Ruth Bader Ginsburg says you can have it all, just not all at once.
Oh, she dropped the Ruth.